Hi, my name is Tony. I work with Personal Neuro Devices. I'm one of the founders. I'm really excited to work with this company because what we're doing is basically making people's lives better. There's some recent advances in neuroscience and the technology surrounding that allows us to make very small, very portable devices that basically read people's brains, and through applications of math and science and technology we can make predictions about people's health and mental health, their physical health, and to warn them of things like oncoming strokes or seizures, or to do some types of mood analysis and to compare that with their daily lifestyle to basically enhance people's overall well-being. And I think that's a fantastic thing.
Personal Neuro Devices leverages recent advances in neuroscience and psychology research to improve your lifestyle. One of our most exciting products is an iPhone-based app called MySense. MySense allows you to measure your sensitivity for environmental stimuli on an hourly basis or a daily basis, whatever you prefer, and use this information to improve how you interact with your environment and how you interact with other people.
Could you imagine a phone, an app that tells you, listen, you got to take it easy today, you could have a seizure, you could possibly save a life. In Toronto, last year, a boy was holding a baby and had a seizure. Now, luckily nothing happened, but there was no indicator to tell him that he was having a seizure. Can you imagine if you could just go on your smartphone and find out how your health is doing 24/7? I'm not feeling good today, I have MS. What's wrong with my arm? We go to a cloud, 24/7 it comes back and tells us this is what we need to do. Relax, take it easy.
So we're working with a company called Neuro. They manufacture a product that is an EEG headset. An EEG headset is something that reads the brain waves that come off of your brain. It reads the electrical activity that your brain produces. In the old days, computers used to fill up an entire room. They were huge. But since then, the technology has become much more small, and a computer that's much more powerful than it used to be in the 60s, for instance, can now fit in the palm of your hand. Likewise, EEG used to take up an entire room. To use it, you had to go into a laboratory and do an analysis and sit in a machine. But now, the technology is much more small and portable. What that means, first of all, is that an EEG device can now sit on your head like this, where it used to be a giant cap you'd put on your head with hundreds of electrodes everywhere. Now it sits on your head the same way that your headphones do. So it's very comfortable and portable to wear. People can wear it in the street, in line at the movies, in their car, anywhere that they want. This provides real access to real data about how people are living in the real world. What this means is that the technology can be shaped in any way to fit people's lifestyles. So I just showed you something that looked like headphones. They can also be shaped, for instance, as a headband. This is exactly the same technology. It works exactly the same way, but it looks and feels completely different. This might be better for jogging, for instance, than the headphones. In addition, this means that the technology can be shaped in a variety of form factors that are convenient, resembling things that already exist, such as glasses, bindis, earbuds, or any other devices that people are accustomed to putting on and wearing that are unobtrusive and comfortable to wear.
One of the key components that we have is the opportunity to measure how you react to other people, how you sense your environment. This feature is called MySense, and this integrates with an iPhone-based app that allows you to monitor your level of sensitivity to your environment on an ongoing basis, daily, hourly, whatever you'd like. This all feeds back to our website to see what your level of stimulus sensitivity is, and we know that stimulus sensitivity is very, very important to how you react to your environment and how comfortable you are in your environment. And when you're comfortable in your environment, your social relationships improve, you feel much more comfortable dealing with other people, and you're a much more relaxed person and a happier person.
MySense tracks the sensitivity levels of our brain. So certain times of the day, unfortunately nowadays, people have a lot of depression. It comes male, females, we all have depression in some sort of form. MySense tracks when your levels are down, when your levels are up, what triggers your depression levels, things like that. And it's an actual breakthrough where you can track all your sensitivity levels to find out, when am I going on a low today? Why am I low at this point? You can graph and track all of your sensitivity levels throughout the day and over a long period of time.
There are analyses that exist that we're working on to try to parse out the emotional states that exist inside of your brain. This is a very exciting research, and we're in the cutting edge of this. As far as we can tell, no one else is doing this right now. But it is possible to compare the information coming from either side of the brain and cancel it out so that the only thing that you read is the information that came from the center. And that way, we can get information about people's core emotional state. We can say, is this person happy? Is this person depressed? Is this person afraid? Is this person angry? Will this person become violent? And this is really exciting technology based on just reading your brain.
We've done a lot of research. We spent about 10 years doing research on this, and we've had thousands and thousands of people assess their level of stimulus sensitivity and tell us what type of jobs they preferred. And there's a really, really good relationship with whether or not you're a stimulus minimizer or a stimulus magnifier, and the jobs that people feel that they do best in and enjoy the most.
If you like loud music, or if you like interacting with people, you might want a career in customer service or being a police officer. Whereas if you're the type of person who doesn't want to socialize that much and wants to be in a more quiet environment, you may want to be a computer programmer or a librarian or something. This is what MySense can do. MySense can figure out how your brain reacts in certain situations, in certain environments, where you are more fulfilled and more happy as a person.
Personal Neuro Devices is now developing a great website that's going to allow you to track how you're feeling over time. We're going to use the latest advances in neuroscience and psychology research for you to allow you to develop your own personal profile on our website and allow you to track key indicators of your brain health. We're calling these BHIs, or brain health indicators. What these brain health indicators allow you to do is monitor how you're doing in 4 primary categories, which we think is important to you in order for you to be happy and healthy. These categories are energy level, motivation, personal achievement, and your social well-being in that. And the PND website allows you to monitor how you're feeling in these 4 categories uniquely. In the last 10 years, we've made remarkable advances in neuroscience research. In looking at how the brain functions, we've been developing more and more tools at a rapid pace. 15, 20 years ago, we tended to look at brains using CT scans, x-rays of the brain. Now we're using much more advanced techniques using something called MRIs. And we've actually advanced that further, and now we're using something called functional MRIs. And what we can actually do with this technology is understand what part of your brain is functioning at what time when you're presented with certain stimuli. So we can see whether or not this part of the brain is active when you're reading or doing math or thinking about things, or is it this part of the brain and that. And the most interesting thing about that is we're able to localize specific regions of the brain that are functioning and seeing how strongly they function given certain situations. Whether or not you're reading, doing math, or whether you're happy or you're depressed, or if you're thinking and concentrating about something, or whether or not you're in a meditative state. We can all measure that using neuroimaging techniques. The exciting thing is the fact that we're able to take these advances in neuroscience and combine it into a convenient functional package. You get a good assessment of how your brain's working in a very convenient small package and with a great deal of resolution.